Hello, thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be showing off my Nintendo Switch collection. I wanted to just kind of run through them. It will take a very long time though. This will be a long video, so I will try to make it so that I can put it into parts as well, release it into parts. I don't know how to do that yet, so I'll see if I can figure it out, and then that way you have an option to watch one whole video if you just want background noise, or if you don't have time and you actually genuinely want to watch the video in full, I'll give it to you in parts. That way you can cut off if you need to and come back to it later. But let's start with Trails of Cold Steel 4. A lot of these are going to be open because I mainly wanted to collect them, but I wanted to play them as I go and open them as I'm getting ready to play them. So a lot of these I just haven't really had time for. There are a lot I have played, but there's also a lot that I haven't. Here's Cold Steel 3. I need to see if 2 and 1 are even available. I don't know if they are. But I know Trails. I know it's the Zero Trail. I want to say I have Zero Trail. But anyway, it's not here yet. So let's see if I do have it. Because I feel like I bought it. But here's Deathmark. This one looks pretty intense. It is open, but that's only because I bought it used at GameStop. So a lot of my games are going to be GameStop. Most of them I try to buy used just because they're cheaper, but I also like to look out for sales as well. So, Monster Sanctuary. Monsters. Supposed to be like Pokemon, but at the same time a little different. So, and then there's Grandia, the HD collection. I did not play this one, but I did get it from Limited Run. This was at a time before I decided to leave my games open or closed, sealed. So unfortunately I opened a lot of my games beforehand. Limited Run does always include an alternate cover, but I do like this one better, even if it does look like he's standing on her boob. I don't know why they put the placement there. It's a little funky, but they should have just had them all side by side. It's still a pretty nice cover. Ignore him standing on her boob. But here's Fallen Legion Revenants. A Miss American game. Miss American. And Mashihime-sama. Ushihime-sama. Ushihime-sama. I'm actually not a big fan of on-rail shooter games like this. But I do love the artwork. It's really beautiful. And I always say I don't like something, but then when I actually try it out after a long period of time from not doing it, then I end up finding myself enjoying it. So, you know, tastes change. So maybe one day if I ever play it, I'll actually enjoy it. But for now, here's Disguise 6. This is really interesting because I have Disguise 5 as well, but they don't have like, I think it was 2, 3, and maybe even 4, but like those 3, at least I know at least 2 of those aren't available for the Switch, which is kind of random. It's like, why are you gonna have 1, 5, 6, but not, you know, the other ones? This is the Sky, first one. As you can tell, it is used. This one's from GameStop. It was really super cheap, so I thought I'd get it, and then it was in the mail, so it was online when I bought it, so I didn't know it didn't have the cover, but it's okay. Let's see this one. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Of course, the usual adorable little poster. Inside, it's so cute. You got your little cartridge. I love the cartridge. Oh my goodness. That is very. That's okay. And Pikmin 3. I did actually play this one as well as Animal Crossing, so these are two games I've played already. So I'll put them in the pile. But I never actually ended up beating this one. Oddly enough, I kind of grew tired of it. I think if I play some games for too long, I can get bored. Yeah, here's Pikmin. And then Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. I love these games. They're so much fun. I did actually, I ended up replaying this one. I really wish they had released 3 and 4. Days of Ruin was like one of my favorites. The story was really tragic. It was fun. Okay, The House in Fata Morgana. If you're gonna play this, this does have DLCs, so I really recommend playing through at least the very last DLC, just because these games are very depressing. And the fourth, or I think it was the fourth DLC, was definitely like a more happy ending for the characters. So I really recommend trying to, if you're going to play this, that you play all of them, or at least the first one and the last one, so that way you're not left with something so depressing. This one's War Tales, a card-based narrative journey. This looks super cute. It was also on sale. It was supposed to be, I think it was supposed to be new. But I think what happens is that when GameStop sends their games from online, they get some of them from the stores. And because the stores like to open the games, so that way when somebody steals the cartridge or the package, they just steal the package. They don't end up stealing the game too. So none of the games, if you ever walk into a GameStop, at least in my area, which is like Southern California, a lot of them are going to just have cartridgeless opened games, even if they're supposed to be new, which I don't really like that very much. I'd really rather they just have like a display and then have the rest in the back. I didn't really see. Okay, Young Souls. I just love the artwork. Don't know much about the gameplay, but it was on, I think it was limited run. I like to buy a lot at once because you pay for one price in shipping. So I generally try to find games that look fun to me. Crystar. I have not played this one either. Oh, this is for Disgaea 6. Available now. Visit the Nintendo eShop. Disgaea 6. Available on Nintendo eShop. Okay, so they're just advertising a game. They're just advertising another game. Here's the background. Got some butterflies around here. I can see one butterfly, two. and then cry, star, and then this one's Chronos Before the Ashes. I haven't played this one either. This one was used from GameStop. There's nothing else. But I don't know, I like the concept. It's an atmospheric RPG that chronicles a hero's lifelong quest to save their homeland from great evil. So it's one of those girl as you die characters. And then here's Persona 5 Royal Edition. This one's unopened, but unfortunately I did kind of get it scuffed up a little bit. I hate opening the plastic on these when these are sleeves like this because it ends up ruining the box, and I love the boxes. I didn't know this was a steel book. But it's a nice steel book, especially with Persona. And then Collection of Mana. It's a good thing. Bet. I haven't played it, but I don't know if it's a good game. I just said that. I don't know. It looks like it would be though. I think this was from Super Nintendo. Or was it from Nintendo? Some of these look like they were from Nintendo, and then some of them look like they were from Super Nintendo. Like it continued. Regions of Ruin. This looked pretty fun, pretty interesting. It's Regions of Ruin is a 2D pixel side-scrolling RPG with town building, where you explore, fight, and build into an open world that progressively challenges you and your settlement and threatens the extinction of the dwarven race. That looked pretty interesting to me. I hate the cover though. I don't know why. I think it's just the background. I feel like there's something to it that just needs more, you know? This one is Beyond a Steel Sky. The funny thing is that this one is the steel book, but as you'll notice, there's no cartridge in here. I bought this used from of course GameStop, but I have the box or I have the cartridge in an actual box, but it doesn't have the cover for this. So it's a little lame, I guess you could say. Now here's a game I played that I absolutely loved, called Hyper Light Drifter. This game was incredibly fun to play. I was really glad when I got the special edition because it was the only option available. I hadn't played the game before then, but I saw previews of it online and it looked really good. Or like playthroughs and stuff and reviews. It's a beautiful game. It's really unique too, I think. But yeah. There's the special edition cover. Really nice, but it doesn't have the white panel like it does here. So I just don't like to use it. But it is really nice. What's great about this is that it also comes with a little lenticular card. Now it's supposed to help you figure out like all the writing. So it translates all of the writing from the game into English letters. I don't know what they do for different, if they do change it for different languages or if they just never offered this. I'm not really sure. I think it just depends on the translators. So I can't guarantee it's like that for everyone, but at least for English it is. But it's a booklet. And then I have so this came with a keychain. This is the little floating device that follows you throughout the game. And then comes with the photo or the soundtrack. And I actually took some time to figure out what this meant. It's just a original soundtrack. It was a fun, like 10 minutes. This is the poster. Pretty neat. Unfortunately, it does have all the lines. The paint is coming apart from the folding, but in places. Yeah, it's a beautiful game. I love it. It's a really well done game. Found it really enjoyable. Very difficult. And I believe it's still available. Got a perfect thing. This one, the box seems to be okay, but right here it seems to be kind of the paint is like coming off of it. But here's Adler Sophie. I was planning on collecting these as well, but I don't think I want to anymore. I do want to play this one, Triangle Strategy. I love Square Enix. I love a lot of their games. This one seems like it's going to be a good one. And then I'm currently playing this one, though I'm not entirely in love with it. It's Diafield Chronicles. It's just kind of boring, honestly. But there's some pretty interesting characters in here. There's one particularly interesting character, and it's her, Waltequin. She's a very fascinating character. Disco Elysium. This game looks pretty fun, so get dressed, Detective, the city awaits. It looks like it's going to be fun. I've never played a game in this style before, so I'm interested to see how it actually turns out. This game was cheap, so I figured I'd play it someday. They're closed. No, I think it was a deal on GameStop, so I figured I'd eventually try it for like 15 bucks. I was like, sometimes the best games are usually cheap too. So. Let's see, Unravel 2. Obviously, I got it from Best Buy. So I just thought it was cute. All the round creatures. This game looks fun. Shadow of Adam, but like Region of Ruin, the background's definitely not the best. I feel like maybe they could have done something different. Maybe have this one in the back. You can see. Oh, this camera. Sorry, the focus on it is terrible, but there's a castle here and there's like lava. It's like a stone altar. Now, I recently got this one, as you can tell by the sticker, from GameStop, pre-used. So, it looks good, but I do want to buy the first one before I play this one because I'm one of those people. Looks like you might not absolutely need to yeah, it looks like you don't absolutely need to play the first one to understand what's going on in this one. I think it's just one of those where it's like an analog series. Now, I got 2 games from Special Reserve Games. It's called The Limb, as well as Death's Door. I just thought these were really cute. I wanted to get the art book for this for Death's Door because of how cute it looks, but then I'm like, I don't really want to pay $40 just to look at something like once or twice. I'm trying not to spend my money frivolously anymore, but sometimes I do. But yeah, it's called The Lane. Here's the lane. And then I should also mention that these have like embossing on them. This one says Death's Door on there. It says Death's Door here as well as here, which is interesting because they have it spread out here and then in like a regular plain font, a basic font. Well, let's try that one. And then this one's like the official one, Death's Door. And then Special Reserves Games, or Sergeant is also the name of the dog that I think is the company owner's dog. And then here's All Walls Special Edition. So because I had bought Hypervolt Drifter and loved it so much, I had bought it because the standard edition wasn't available. Same thing happened to All Walls Awakening. I really was like, oh my gosh, I really should buy this game just in case I loved it as much as Hyperlight Drifter, but the only one that was available was the Special Collector's Edition, which unfortunately I'm not really too fond of, and it was kind of expensive, so I probably should have bought it, but I did. That being said, I don't hate myself for doing it. I'm not self-blaming myself on this one, but now I know. When in doubt, don't just buy it. Look around to see if you can find it in more places, because this game was then available at Play Asia, which is another site that I like to buy my games from. Well, I would like to buy games from going forward, because they offer you almost every game possible. That being said, this one comes with a keychain, an acrylic diorama. I think that one's a bookmark. No, that one's the keychain. That one's a USB plug-in. This one's a USB. Or this one's the keychain, and this little green-haired person is the USB plug-in, and it comes with stickers. It's a cute box. I do love the artwork. I really don't want anything that comes inside of it though, except maybe the stickers, but even then, not a huge sticker fanatic. But I will say I do love the cover of the game. I don't think you get that one specifically from anything else. So this is not a total bust. It is though, but we're gonna pretend like it's not okay. So I was trying to collect these for a while, but there's so many of them now. It's the volume collections from NIS. These are, I thought these were labeled, yeah, volume 1, volume 2. Come with 2 different sets of games. This one comes with Phantom Brave, the Bermuda Triangle, and then Soul Nomad and the World Eaters. So, yeah, look pretty good. And then this one comes with Makai Kingdom, Reclaimed and Rebound, and ZHP Unlosing Ranger versus Dark Death Evil Man. Dark Death Evil Man. I guess if you want to know how somebody is, they can just name themselves Dark Death Evil Man. Or just assume he's like one of those edgelords. I have yet to play these things, so they're gonna go in the unplayed pile. Okay. This one is another GameStop, as you can tell by the lack of color and by the lack of cover. It is Everspace Stellar Edition. Once again, super cheap. I like to buy these because it's online, so I didn't see them without the covers. But like it was a buy two get one free deal, so I like to get those from time to time when I have the chance. I haven't played this game, by the way, so it goes in the unplayed pile. Along with another game, Tales of Vesperia. Tales of Vesperia. I'm a little nervous because it is scratched up a bit. So, I have done that before where I bought games from them. People make fun of them and say they're unreliable, but it's kind of, you're taking a risk from everywhere. So, unless you know for sure the game's new, like from Target or Best Buy. Generally, when you buy used games anywhere, you run the risk of them not working at some point. Because they only test like an hour or two of the game, if even that much. But Tokyo Dark Remembrance. Once again, I bought this from Limited Run. I think. Was it from Limited Run? Yeah. Yeah. Because I bought it with another game. But here's Enling. Extinction is Forever. Extinction is Forever. Now, I don't know about you, but I've noticed that there are a lot of Fox games, Fox-centered games on the Switch. I don't remember thinking, I don't remember any others. I don't remember those. I don't remember. But they're there. Dark Complete Edition. Yeah, I think this one came around the same time as Tokyo Remembrance. But yeah, Complete Edition contains DLCs. So, looks pretty interesting. I love Dark Macabre games. Macabre, actually. I think Macabre is what I'm looking for. Chris Tales. I love the artwork. That's what sold me on the game. The artwork, and then it seems like it's going to be pretty interesting for the gameplay, so I thought I would check it out eventually. Cthulhu Saves Christmas. Yes, I genuinely thought this was going to be a fun, silly game to play. And I love cosmic horror, so I'm a big Cthulhu fan, though I have not ever read The Call of Cthulhu, so I need to get on reading like the bigger Lovecraft books because I've only read The Tomb, The Festival, and then there was one other random one that I read, and I didn't care for any of them because I read them back to back and they're all structured exactly the same. I'm just like, it's not that great. But I will say The Tomb is a little bit more descriptive, but these ones might be. Oh, here's my boy.